As classified employees, you're not only a classified employee, you're a parent, you're a grandmother, you're a sister, you're an aunt, you're an uncle.
I believe that it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to educate a child.
I love my job. I love the kids. I love it when the light goes off, when they get a comprehension and understand in what they're learning.
It takes more than just a good instructor in a classroom. The good instructor has to have support, technology.
You're the first person somebody sees in the morning, you're the last person somebody sees in the evening when they're going home.
I believe as a parent that it is important for children to be in an environment where they are not being threatened.
Schools are unsafe. It's a disaster, and I think the state really needs to take responsibility for that.
The children have to be in a secure environment, and if all those pieces aren't there, the education is at risk.
And there are lots of great kids that are out there, lots of kids who deserve to have the best possible education that they can get.
From a public point of view, I would just think, I'm sending my kid to school, this kid better have a good teacher and maybe a decent-sized classroom.
So often when you think about the school, you think about the teacher who's in the classroom. But I know from experience that it takes so much more than that one teacher in the classroom. It takes a whole team of people to make our students successful.
It's important for them to have caring adults in their lives, not just parents, teachers, paraeducators, cooks, anybody, administrators. It's important for them to have those positive images.
I absolutely love my job. I love working with my kids. I love working with my paraeducators in the classroom. I don't consider myself the teacher in the classroom. I consider every adult in my classroom a teacher.
They build relationships with these kids, and these kids then respect and they trust these people to help them to grow in life and to learn.
If I didn't have them with me, I don't know what I would do with all of my students in the classroom. We have very large classes.
Every day I see kids. Kids know me by name. Kids come up to me and say, hey, did you see this happen? Did you hear about this? I work closely with the most troubled kids in the school system.
I think that classified staff are taken for granted almost all the time.
I think people need to know what classified employees do in their schools and how important they are, and the difference in the way they're paid and certified employees are paid.
I work in the higher ed classified system. It's a lot different than K-12, and yet it's a lot the same. And the funding that we receive for our students covers the scope all the way from kindergarten through higher ed. It's all one big piece of education.
If we had adequate funding for classified employees, we wouldn't have such a high turnover rate.
The problem is that public school employees have been invisible to the public and administration for so long.
We need to be aware of who we are and what we do and how important we are to any school district.
We deserve the respect, we deserve the time to do our jobs, we deserve more. And we need to make that clear to not only the public and not only Olympia, but we need to make it clear to every single person and every single member in this state.